Hello everyone, my name is Jean Murukugimana. I'm a student at the University of Rwanda in computer and software engineering. So today I'm going to present my MERN Stack internship experience at Emertex Information Technologies Limited. So I'm going to walk you through my journey, what I learned, the project I built, challenges I faced and their solutions, and and the skills that I gained during this internship. So without further delay, let's get started. So we will start with the internship overview. So this internship was structured in 5 weeks in a MERN Stack program, and we had daily theory and hands-on coding. We had the quizzes and the mini tasks, and the final full stack project, and also finally the oral presentation and demonstration. And here the goals of the internship. So we had to build strong HTML, CSS, and JavaScript foundations, understand MongoDB database modeling, learn React for front-end development, implement authentication in MERN application, develop backend APIs using Node and Express, and finally complete and present a real-world project. Here they are the weekly learning progress, where in week 1 we had to studied HTML, CSS, and responsive design. Week 2 we had JavaScript, DOM, and async programming. Week 3 we had React and state management. Week 4 we had backend development and authentication, and finally in week 5 we had to do project completion and the advanced features. So you can see that here I put the internship timeline showing which to be done in which week. So let us continue with what I learned. So here there are some core technical skills that I gained from the internship. In front end, I learned HTML structure and forms, CSS and tailwind styling, React components and hooks, and also in backend I learned Express routing and controllers, MongoDB models and REST API design, and in authentication as well I learned JW tokens, password hashing, and protected routes. So you can see that I also shared that by using image here in this side. And also apart from technical skills, I gained professional skills, which are the following. The first one was debugging backend APIs using Postman. Other was managing project structure. Another one was writing modular code, and the fourth one was handling asynchronous operations. And finally I gained how to present technical work clearly. Continue with the brief about full stack development, web development. You can see that full stack, I used the figure to explain that. So we can see that a full stack developer works in all layers, where in front end include developing user interfaces and the web pages, and also in backend with it is where business logic and servers are developed, and also in database where data will be stored. So a full stack developer is able to work in all of those areas to build a full web application efficiently. So continuing to the brief about MERN Stack, you can see that I used here an image to explain that in a clear way. So MERN Stack actually contains, it is an abbreviation of MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node. So you can see that here on this image show that client request data by using his mobile device. then React request to fetch requested data, and then you can see that the requests are passed here, and Express.js asks MongoDB for data, then MongoDB will return the requested data, then request data will be returned, and React get requested data, and this send them to the user who requested that data. So continuing to the brief project requirements, here are some project requirements. So first one was to build a full MERN application. We had to design a responsive UI. We had to implement authentication, and that will be including sign up, login, and protect routes. So we have also connect front-end and back-end. We had to use Redux for state management, and finally demonstrate project with a video. Continuing to the project overview, so you can see that here it is an overview of our project that I will be showing soon. So the project was a full stack music player, and it has the following features. There is user authentication, there is song streaming, there is playlist management, profile editing, and audio playback controls. So you will see that during the demonstration. So here you can see that I shared the screenshot showing the landing page of our web application, which is our full stack music player. You can see everything is in there, and we will see that during my project demonstration. Let us continue to the implementation details. So we have implementation, which is categorized in two categories, which first is backend, the second is the front end that we'll be seeing soon. So implementation details in backend, we use the Express server setup. We have also routes and controllers, MongoDB models, JWT authentication. We have password hashing and email integration. You can see here on this left side, I have shared the structure of how backend is structured. So you can see that it is having configs, having controllers, middlewares, models, routes, and utils. So let us continue to the implementation details, but on front end side. So we have a React with it, component based architecture, React router for navigation, Redux toolkit for global state, custom hooks, and CSS for styling. And also I have added the structure of how front end is structured in the code base, showing the front end having public, and in the source folder we have assets, components, we have CSS, that includes the styling, we have hooks, we have pages, and also we have Redux. So those are the details of our implementation, both on backend and on front end. So let us continue with key features and key features implemented. Here there are some more features that we implemented. So the first one was a secure authentication system, where the authentication there's authentication to register or login, so that you can do further actions like adding a song to your favorites, like searching. So those require authentication. So we have also protected the routes, where the routes are very protected. You can't access them without first being authenticated. So we have also a song playback system, and we have global state management, and finally the final one we implemented was music streaming integration. So let us continue with the challenges and the solutions. So here are some challenges that I faced during the project implementation, and here there are solutions that there are solutions for those challenges. So the first challenge was managing global state for audio playback, and then the other challenge was debugging authentication issues, and also here on the other challenge was connecting front end and back end properly. So those were the challenges that I faced during the project implementation, but here there are some solutions for those challenges. So first one was that I used the Redux toolkit, and the other solution was um, testing APIs using Postman, and the other one was implementing middleware collecting. So those were solutions of the challenges that I faced. So let us continue with our simulation and output of the project, which is the demonstration. So let us continue with our demonstration, where I'm going to show you the project, how it works, or where I'm going to show you how authentication work. Everything in the will be shown in the project demonstration. So let us go to our code base here. Okay, so you can see that we have here the folder called full stack music player, which contains backend and frontend. So here you can see that I have opened two terminals. The one is for frontend and the other one is for backend. So for example, in backend we have those folders that I was saying. We have config, which contains configurations. We have controllers. We have middleware. We have models, and we have also layouts, and finally we have utils. So this is the structure of backend, and here it is the front end. So in front end we have in the source folder we have assets that contains in the images. We have also components containing all usable components. We have also CSS that is containing styling of the pages. We have hooks. We have the pages. We have on the home page. Have also the Redux that contains slices as well. So let us run our project. Let me start with running. Let me start by running backend. So let me run it. Okay, so you can see that the backend is successfully started. The server is running on port 2000, and MongoDB is connected successfully. So we use the MongoDB as our database. We'll see that shortly. So let me also run the front end and then start our demonstration. Okay, now our front end is also started. So this is where it is running. Let me copy this and go to our and let me let me start it by clicking here. So you can see that our front end is starting. Okay, now the front end the app is running, and you can see that the songs are being displayed from the database. So actually you can see that here you can access songs without even sign up or logging in. So you can, let me start by playing one song.
Moi, je m'en fous pas mal de vos désaccords majeurs. Je reste dans mon idée.
here you can see that you can start a song or stop it. So here there are controllers, so you can mute or unmute the song. You can you can shuffle songs so that they will be playing without following the order. You can loop one song to play when the song ended, then it start again. You can also increase the speed of how the song is going, and also reduce increase or decrease the volume. So let me do that before going to other. Here we play the song. You can hear that the song is playing. Let me mute. You can see that the mute is working, and you can hear that the volume is working, muting is working. You can increase the speed, and then let us test how on the other two controllers, which is shuffle and loop. Let me start with loop. You can see that we are having this song playing, so let me put it to its end and then make it loop back. So you can see that the song the song ended and start again because I enabled loop back. So let me shuffle. For example, you can see that if I click next, you can see that it is going. But let me enable shuffle and see. You can see that when I enable the shuffle, the songs are not following the order when I enable a shuffle. So here you can search a song, and you can add you can see your favorite songs, but all of these features require you to log in or create account. So you can see that favorite require you to log in and search as well. And here you can see that I'm listening as a guest, so and there is no further actions that I can take. For example, here when you log in, you will see that you will have settings here, but when you are a guest, you can see that settings here, so that you can change your profile. So, and also the other things that you can select songs by category. For example, let me choose workout. So you can see that in workout we have you have only 3. We can go in chill, we have these 10. You can go in happy, we have 10 as well. You can go in rock. Yeah, you can select songs by category. So that was it for the guest. So now let us continue with authentication. So the other things that you can hear that the volume is going a bit slow. Okay, so let me start by creating an account, and then we will be logging later. So here I will come here and add the name. For example, let me add the username as John, and here let me add email as john@gmail.com, and password I will add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, this is it. can see that if you already have account, you can click here and log in. And also you can add your profile image if you need it, or you can just create your account then update later. But let me choose an image to add. Okay, for example, let me select. Okay, let me select this one. Okay, then let me sign up. Okay, I think the image is being big. Let me choose the other one. For example, let me select this. And then here we go, we can see that I successfully created an account. And then I can see that the username is John and the image is there. And then you can see we have settings here. It is shown as we have created our account. We are not no longer a guest. So and then here you can be able to search when you have logged in. For example, you can search all and see the songs here. You can search anything. Okay, so and in favorite, you can come here and access your favorite songs. So for now we don't have favorite songs, so you will have to to add it. So for example, you come here on home and play this song and add it, and then let me add it to the favorite. So you can see that after adding it, okay, okay, I have added the song to my favorites. Here I can come and see that I have it here, and let me select another one and add it to my favorite. Okay, so this one is also in my favorite, so I can come here in favorite and see it here. So you can play your song that you have added in favorite here. You can see that I have played my favorite song. I currently have two songs in my favorite, so um, that is it for my favorite. And here the other thing that I forget to show was that after creating an account, let me go in my MongoDB where the account is being our data are being stored. So we have here music player, and you can see that we have table called users, and then from users you can see that I have all users, and the last one that we created is this one, John. We've emailed this one, and password, you can see that password is being hashed, and we have the avatar, which is the image we added there to be displayed on the profile. So this is what I want to show on the MongoDB. Let me go back to our application. So here you can see that you can log out. So but before logging out, let me show another feature, which is that you can come here and our images are being saved in image kit. So this is the image kit. Let me reload, refresh, and see the image that you have added. So actually this is the one that we added for John, and these are the other images that I had before. So our images are being saved in the image kit in the folder called the music player. So now we move on to settings, where you can come and change your username. For example, let me add the name of let me add Kugiman as the full name, and you can change email and everything. Let me, for example, change email and full name and my email to Kugimana, and okay, then you can save changes, and after saving changes you can see that the username is changed, and the if you go to the database you will see that the let me refresh. You can see that the email is also changed. So let's go back to our app and see that you can okay, so you can also change image. Let me change the image. Let me add this one and then save. So the image, you can see that the image changed, and as well you can change the password. So if you click here you can see that you have to change password fields that are hidden, so you can show them and change password. So let me add the current password, which was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then I will add the new one, and for example say 81 is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, which is 81 is. So let me save. You can see that the password has been updated. So for example, let me log out. Let me log out and try to log in again with the email that we said, which is Kugimana. Okay, Kugimana at gmail.com, and password we say, for example, before we had 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So if I try to log in, you can see that the email does not exist. Let me okay here log in again. You can see invite the credential, but if I say 181 is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then try to log in, you can see that I'm being logged in. So this is it for changing profile and password. So the other thing is to if you forget your password, for example, you can see that here on the login, you can see that don't have account, you can sign up, you can say that you forget account and then add your email. So for example, I have the user email, which is Kugimana, at gmail.com, and then if I send request instruction Gmail, okay, and send the request instructions here, you can see the instructions are being sent, and then reset instruction is sent. Please check your email. So we used mail trap to see the emails from our reset password request. So we used email trap. So you can see here that there is this new email that has been sent for a few seconds ago. So for example, if I click here, and you can see that click on the link below to reset your password, which is this one, and if I click here, and this will open this form where you can add your new password. For example, let me add a new password, which is 82s. Let me 82s 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, which is 82. Okay, so let me reset my password, then password updated successfully, then it automatically directed to the home page. So let me try to log in with that new password. First I will try to log in with the first one. which was 181. If I try, I can see that it is invalid credentials, but let me use the other one that I updated. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then log in, and you can see that I'm being logged in successfully. So that is it for our demonstration. You can see that everything that I've run, I have shown it here. So this is it for the project demonstration. Now I think we can conclude our presentation. So as conclusion, so during this internship, I completed full stack in MERN internship, where we built a real world application and gained technical and professional skills, and that strengthened the full stack development knowledge that I have for now. So thank you, Emertex, for this internship. I learned a lot for as a full stack developer, how to use JavaScript to implement full stack project by using different frameworks for both backend and front end. So thank you for watching again. So and see you in my next video of another project.